Hi everyone. Today we're going to have a look at what to do if your Pokemon Game Boy game stops saving files. It's quite likely the battery inside's dead. So what we can do, pop the game cartridge out, we turn it over, and what you've got is, I think they call these game bits. If you've got an iFixit toolkit or a cheaper alternative off Amazon, it's the smaller of the two game bits. So what we do is we just undo this screw, put that somewhere safe, and the cartridge slides apart, so this top bit pushes up, and there we go, we're left with the cartridge inside. Now you'll see here we've got a battery. Now what we could do is, I'm going to go get the tester, but I'm going to assume that's flat. I think they're 3-volt batteries, so we'll see how much we've got in here. 1 second. Okay, got the multimeter out. Let's see what we've got. Like I say, I think these are 3-volt batteries, so we'll just test between these two terminals, and that is picking up basically no voltage. So without the battery, the RAM that's on this chip can't store your save game anymore, so the second the power's gone, all the data on it's cleared off. So what I'm going to do is get a soldering iron out and show you how to desolder these. Okay, we've got the soldering iron warmed up. I'll just bring the camera a little bit closer. And what we're going to do is we are going to just flow a little bit of fresh solder onto here. Just to loosen up the existing stuff. We don't know how long it's been on there, and just a bit of fresh solder can really help. There we go. Once we've done that, what we'll do is we'll come out with a bit of desoldering braid. We just pop this on, and again we just heat it up. Once the solder's nice and liquid, just pop that on there. Really try and get all that solder up. Okay, that wasn't coming up with the braid, but what we can do is if you just lift one side, the tabs are fairly flexible on these, and we can just lift the other side and we should be able to grab a pair of tweezers. Once this is warm, and it should just lift out of place. Really careful not to put any pressure on it, so what we don't want to do is I've got a bit here still. Now when we lift this side, yeah, if you put any pressure on trying to lift it up, there's a danger you'll rip the traces off the PCB, so you really need to make sure you're careful there. Okay, that's that clear. Now I'll come back in with the desoldering braid and just try and clear these up. Careful not to damage any of those other components. But what we're going for is a nice, clean PCB trace with no solder on it. And if you're not careful, you'll solder your desoldering braid to your circuit board. Okay, so now they're relatively clean. What we can do is we've got to be very careful with the polarity. So what we can see is we've got the plus over here and the minus over here. So what we'll do next is we will bring in our brand new CR, whatever flavour battery is. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to bring this battery in. We need to check which is positive. I believe it's this side. What I'll do is if I just pop the meter on it, I think it's this way around. and the multimeter agrees. So the battery's going to sit like this. What we'll do is we'll just get a little bit more fresh solder, flow that onto the iron, and that just helps the contact. And then as that melts, just flow a bit more on there. There we go. And again, flow that in, making sure when you're soldering that the surfaces you're trying to solder actually have good contact. And there we are, that's a new battery fitted. I'll get the cartridge back together and we'll give it a try. Game's back together. Let's give it a go. So all we need to check now is that when we save a game, it's actually there when we turn the power off. So we've got a new game option. Yeah, speedrun this as quick as possible. Also, when you've played these games a few times, I do wish there was a way to skip this initial story. I mean, I love the Pokemon stories, but it's sometimes just a bit annoying to click through. Would you like to save the game? Yes, I would. Okay, the question is, turn this off, back on. Now, have we got a save file? Continue, there we go. Perfect, that shows us the battery's working. So there you go. That's how to change a battery in a Game Boy cartridge.